if you were advising me as a heterosexual white male therapist heading into, become a counselor, how would you advise me from that multicultural angle?
Well, first of all, I would work on your confidence because, again, I see incredible discrimination against whites and against white males. I am still trying to find an aspect of left-wing ideology that I actually agree with that would be backed up by science. I have yet to find it. Multiculturalism doesn't work. And I even got criticized recently on social media because I used an example from the Bible, but I used it as a parable. So even non-religious people would get it. Okay. I talked about the towers of Babylon, and I talked about the tower, what is it, Babel?
Or Babel, yeah.
Yeah, Tower of Babel. And I talked about how when humans became too arrogant and tried to replicate God, God said, "You're not going to do this," and made them all speak different languages so that they could not effectively work together to complete the project. That's how it is in life. We need to be, multiculturalism, it's important to understand the culture of whom you're dealing with. I work all over the world, as I mentioned. I have to understand the culture of what I'm dealing with. When they say multiculturalism, what they mean is Western culture bad, everybody else good. I have no white guilt. I have no rose-colored glasses. So it's up to people like me to stand up and say, multiculturalism for the most part doesn't work unless people share 95% of their cultural values, and that includes religion. The issues between the groups are permanent.
Hmm.
Now, we need to be really careful whom we allow in our countries. We need to be really careful about bending over backwards for these other cultures. They moved to the West. We did not move there. They are the ones who need to adapt. By telling us we need to adapt, all you're doing is making an absolute mess. And as I said, though, anytime I'm in a group, if I'm dealing with the different parts of the U.S., the South doesn't think like the North doesn't think like the Upper West. You go to Massachusetts and Maine, all that snow has done something to their minds. Sorry. So you have to adapt. That's multiculturalism to me. But to say that I have to pretend all cultures are equally healthy, no. You can't pay me enough to lie. No.